technologies in internet. Basic technologies in internet. So in internet we have basic technologies. We have what we call internet as a service or internet service provider. When you talk about internet service provider, what comes into your mind? MTN. Yeah. But it's not only that they will have. But you gave an example. So internet service provider is a company that provides access to the internet connection. Company should be a company that provides access to the internet. That is MTN, Airtel, Simba, Local, Equity Telecom. So any company that gives you access to connect AfriCell, Vodacom, it's any company that helps you to connect to the internet. So we have also a broadband under internet technology. Broadband. So what comes into your mind when I say broadband? Broadband is just a term for fast internet connection. So this is internet service provider. So when you see this term ISP, they have to write ISP for is internet service. You say the things in your second video. So we have what we call broadband. Broadband is just a term to refer fastest internet connection or fast internet connection. When the internet is speedy or when the internet is fast, it's called broad. We have what we call bandwidth and throughput. We are just talking about terms used in the internet. We have what we call bandwidth and throughput. Bandwidth. So both these terms refer to these terms refer to the amount of data that can be transferred between 2 points on a network. For the network to be transferred from this point to the other point, let me say me and you. So there is that connection is the broadband or pass through or through throughput. So it refers to the internet connection between two and how that internet goes through. You get. For broadband, generally refers to the theoretical maximum, while throughput is real world or practical measurements. So the amount of data, the maximum amount of data transferred in a network is the broadband. Is the bandwidth is not broadband, it's the bandwidth. You get it? It's not a broadband, but it's a band. I said broadband is the fast internet connect. No, bandwidth is the maximum speed, the maximum amount of the maximum internet we transfer. Then throughput is just real world practical measurements to measure what they can say. I'm going to give you 100 Mbps per second, but you find that by that time, the internet that comes is 70 Mbps per second. So that 70 Mbps per second is the real. They can say I'm going to give you maximum 100 Mbps, 100 Mbps per second. But you measure that internet when it is in 70 Mbps. So this is the throughput. This is the internet that I'm receiving right now. But they told the maximum it will go up to here. You get my point? The maximum will be here. You get it? The maximum will be. But in your supply, we are receiving. You get my point? So that is broadband. band, bandwidth at per and parcels, where internet service provide ISP. We have what we call internet connection types. Internet connection types. These are the most connection types: DHL, DSL, cable, fiber optics, and dedicated base lines. You get my point? They vary their speed capabilities measured in megabytes, gigabytes, and so many others. So this is connection types. Connection types. So in internet connection we have connection types. Connection types. Connection types. When you talk about connection types, what comes into your mind? Connection types. Connection types. Connection types. We have what we call DSL. DSL. This connection pipe uses traditional telephone lines. Traditional telephone lines. This is DSL. So you are able to receive internet on your phone just because of the LAN. You buy data and then you use that data, not so. So now, but this one, the performance depends on how far you are from the nearest telephone exchange. Like when you are away from the telephone max, the internet will be slow. Haven't you ever reached an area where the internet is very poor, and you reach a certain area where the internet is so good? When you are in Nabugabu, the internet is very poor. But when you are here in town, the internet is very okay. Just what determines that is the distance between you and the telephone mast. So this one, now the exchange of internet becomes, they vary from the distance. So residential DSL speeds can reach up to 20 Mbps for downloads and 1 Mbps for uploads. Okay. Downloads, like you are getting some information from the internet. Upload, you are putting some internet to some things to the internet. That is the SL. It uses lines in accessing that. So we have cables. We have cable. Internet works over a standard cable. It works over a standard cable television. Works over a standard cable. Works over a standard. There are some cables dedicated for that. Residential speeds can reach 100 Mbps, 400 Mbps, 1 gigabytes per second. You get it? So we use a cable to transfer internet. Cable is like those ones you are seeing there. Now we are able to transfer that internet from there. Yes, please. Internet is just an internal connections, but you are talking about transferring cable. Are you seeing that black cable that is moving out where it enters that kawaii thing?
Big one, small.
There is a big one which is round with some kind of solid there.
Yes.
So that is the internet cable. You get it?
Yes.
That's the internet cable. So from that one, we have a cable that takes that small yellow cable, it takes from to the router. Are you seeing it? That's the cable I'm talking about. Transfer internet from there up to there. Because when you remove it, that router won't be able to provide you with the internet. You get it? Now we have to call fiber optic. These the lines offer even better performance. So So now that black one that moves is the fiber cable. That one from that is the telephone cable.
Yeah.
Now, this is the fiber. This is the fiber cable. This is the telephone cable. You get it? Now to this case here, we have two kinds of internet connect. We have two kinds of internet connections. You get it? We have the fiber optics, and then for the fiber optics, downloads takes up to 15 to 150 Mbps per second. Uploads or downloads takes 2 to 10 Mbps, and can be increased depending on the demand. You get my point? Then you have what you call a dedicated internet. So you find that all other kinds of networks are shared. When I talk about being shared, you understand? Like if they give you under your cable, they can put another person. You get it? Your cable comes like this from the service provider to you, the user, at your office. You get it? And the fiber cable. So here on the way they can add more other 3 people. Here they can add more other people. You get it? Meaning this internet is shared. It's shared. Here they can add more. Here they also add more. Here they add. And as the cable goes on that way, they can add other people. They can add other people. You get my point? But under dedicated internet, internet service provider comes on the ground, determines which amount of data you need according to the usability, which amount of data you need. That maybe you need 100 Mbps. Now they give you that 100 Mbps when it's not shared. If it's a cable, it comes from the source ISP to you without connecting any other person. That internet comes when it's stored. Whenever they connect someone here, you are affected. Your internet is affected. You get it? But here, under dedicated internet, like it's not shared. You use your internet, you alone. You get it? The fiber optic or copper lines you release from you release internet, you get internet whereby you can also sell it. We have some ISP you can be having, you want to sell internet. You contact them, say MTN. You get it? Now MTN give you internet, they give you dedicated one. You get it? Then you also sell through fiber all lines. We say it's called DSL or cables. You get it? So you receive dedicated strong internet, then you also sell to others. It's hard for you to sell this one, it will disturb, or this one, or this one. It will disturb the users. Yeah. This one is the most expensive internet. Yes. It's the most expensive internet. If you were to use it, it should be a good company. Don't just use it and just for granted. Anything dedicated, you are just having 4 users at your office, and then you go into dedicated. It will challenge you. You get? Another term we have what you call uptime. Uptime. When you receive that term in internet, uptime, what comes into your mind? Uptime just is when it means availability or respondence. How the internet is responding, that's uptime. How does the internet respond? You can find the internet when it's so slow or so fast, that's uptime. So, according to what we have talked about, do you have any question?
You say the DHL.
DSL, not DHL. Not, we have what you call DHL. DHL is a company used for transporting. I'm meaning DSL. You get? This is like this. It's not this one. You get my point? So, should we continue? So, that's the common terms. Those are the common terms we find in the internet. You get my point? They are the common terms we find in the internet. So let's talk about what we call IP address. IP address. When you talk about IP address, what is IP for?
Internet.
Internet protocol. So can you say anything about internet protocol, our IP address?
Allocates phones via internet.
IP address refers to an identifier of a computer or any other device. It's an identifier of a computer or any other device. Just an identifier. We are able to identify you because of your appearance. When I come here, I can separate that you are Patrick, the other one is Henry, the other one is Peter, the other one is Sharon. Just because the way you now in IT devices or computing or what, we need identifiers. That's IP. It's a protocol, in protocol that identify. And this is this, and the other is the other. So let's talk about some of the IP addresses. So we have types of IP addressing, which include static IP addressing and the dynamic IP addressing. Those are the two types of IP addressing. You get my point?
Dynamic and what?
And static. Dynamic it changes, static doesn't change. When you hear about anything called static, meaning it does not change. When you hear about dynamic, meaning that one can change day to day. Yes. So we have what we call network or internet protocol. Network, that's IP. Network or internet. So this one is the set of communication standards that control communication actively over the internet. So internet protocol, for it controls communication. What you should note, that an IP address is the assigned numbers. Okay, it can be, for example, you see this one, 192.168.0.1. We find 192.168.100.1. You get? Any device contains a unique. You can find that when these numbers they resemble, most of the devices, this one is resemble, but these two they will change. You get? Depending on that device. That's one of the IP address. IP address. or internet protocol. It controls communication. What the use of IP address? To control communication. We have what we call TCP. TCP is called the Transmission Control Protocol. That name only explains function. It's to control transmissions. These are set of rules that control the transfer of the information. Or that the set that is used to send data over one computer to another is the TCP, Transmission Control. We have what you call file. This is transmission control. We have what you call IP. We say it's the internet protocol. Have file transfer. Have file transfer. What the use of file transfer protocol is, this one is so useful in moving file between internet sites. You get? We have what we call a telnet. Telnet is also a standard protocol for connecting one computer to another. Telnet. They can ask you, give us a standard protocol. You are in an examination. They ask you, give us a standard protocol for connecting computer, for connecting one computer to another. For connecting one computer to another. That is a telnet. We have what we call IPX. Can you give me IPX in full? IPX. This one is called the Internet Work Packet Exchange. It is packet exchange. Internet. This one, it is a large communication internet work packet exchange. Internet work packet exchange. You get? Internet work packet exchange. This is the protocol. This is the large communication protocol for moving data between server and workstation programs. Basically, it works within server and workstation, but it's the LAN communicating protocol. When they ask you about LAN communicating protocol is IPX. IPX is Internet Work Packet Exchange. We call what we call SPX. Can you give me SPX in full? SPX. Is a Sequest packet exchange. Sequest packs. I failed the other time to send you work on your portals. I hope it was, but I decided first complete at least this topic, then I give you homework, I give you coursework when it is so detailed that give video all the time. Get Sequest packet exchange. What's the use of Sequest packet exchange? This is the protocol designed to provide in-sequential data transfer for communication from one workstation to a file server or another workstation. Okay. So we have what you call HTTP. You know about it also? It is hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol is a set of rules for exchanging files on the web. Okay. Yes, all the protocols to transfer files on our web. You get my point? Set of rules for transferring files on the web. All protocols transfer files. What are those files? Text, images, documents, and so many others. So under we have HTTP. Also we have HTTPS. Who can give HTTPS in full?
Hypertext transfer protocols.
It's Hypertext Transfer Protocol secured. Hypertext Transfer Protocol secured. You get that word? Just that word is secured. This means this is the protocol used on the internet with several activities taking place for security, also secure access file transfer protocol. So if you are transferring any files and all secure files, we use that protocol. So other files you can use the other protocol. So basically it's used when exchanging files on the internet. We have what we call SMTP. Info. It is simple mail transfer protocol. It is simple mail transfer protocol. Simple mail transfer protocol, it is used when sending emails. You get? It is used when sending emails. We have HTTP, we are done. That is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Have POP, Post Office Protocol. POP. Post Office Protocol. What's the use of the Post Office Protocol? This one is basically to retrieving emails from a mail server. You get my point. Then the other terms we have hyperlinks, hypertext, hypertexts. Talk about hyperlinks. Let's talk about hyperlinks. Hyperlinks. Hyperlinks is a text or image that causes a browser to load another page. It's just an image. It can be an image. When you click it, it loads another page. It can be a text. When you click it, it loads another page. When you type a text, it's a text that connects links of other domains. Like you have a text, but when you click it, it opens another domain beside that you are browsing. So can we talk about languages of the website, language of the web. Talk about languages of the web. Should we? We talk about it here. Languages of the web. Basically, we have HTML. You hear people saying, my site is built over HTML. You have XHTML. And then we have XM. We have XML. Have X. Have XML. So HTML is a hypertext markup language. Is a hypertext markup language, meaning it uses hypertexts. Then XHTML is extensible hypertext markup language. Extensible hypertext markup language. Then we have XML is extensible markup language. This is hypertext markup language. This is extensible. Extensible hypertext markup language. Then this one is extensible markup language. You get it? No, the first language I say is the hypertext markup language. Another one is extensible hypertext markup language. Another one is extensible markup language. So those terms, all the terms I have given, they are so crucial, and they are set high in national examinations. You should take them seriously. You get my point. So, previously we talked about history of internet. Do we do it again? Where internet came from? We finished that. It first came as a project. It was a research in the US under Army. You get my point. Did we talk about World Wide Web? We talked about it. What is World Wide? What is World Wide Web? What is it? So, World Wide Web is the information system on the internet that allows documents to be connected to other documents by hyperlinks, enabling the user to search and move from one document to another. It's just an information system on the web or the internet that allows documents to be connected to each other via hyperlink. You click this link, opens another one. Like it's connected via the links, the hyperlinks we have talked about. To enable you, they use